Promotional consideration paid for by these companies. Denny Hamlin dominates. Dale Jr. leads in the late laps, and we have a surprise winner.
Yeah, you know, racing is full of emotion. We saw it from Denny Hamlin having his problem and Dale Jr. having his problem.
And I think Clint Boyer, that's a sign, Steve Burns, never give up.
Yes, indeed, Larry Mack, and it is one jubilant race team down here. Richard Childers has already congratulated Clint. He dives out of the race car. Clint, what a wild night. What does it feel like to be here in Victory Lane at Richmond?
Man, it's just awesome. I love this place. You know, I messed things up in qualifying for these guys, and, you know, we just dug deep and worked hard, and things worked out. You know, it was just took advantage of a, you know, misfortune right there up front, but just really happy for BB&T, and this Impala, you know, Chevrolet was fast all day. Jack Daniels, Trek TV, everybody involved with this thing. Just want to thank everybody. It's just, this is awesome. It's what it's all about.
Second career win for Clint Boyer. Let's go to Dick Berggren.
With Kyle Busch, what happened?
It was just a bummer deal. You know, we were both racing hard there, and, you know, Denny Hamlin, first off, had the class of the field today. You know, his car was awesome. That FedEx Joe Gibbs Toyota was great, but, you know, Junior and I just racing hard there and getting into turn 3, you know, from the front end replay, it looked like he come down a little bit, but, you know, it's just a part of racing. I mean, I probably could have moved down a little bit lower getting into the corner. He probably could have moved up higher. I mean, it's just a product of good, hard race, and I apologize to those guys. You know, it's tough that they had a great race car tonight, and they probably could have finished, if not winning the race, probably second. But, you know, for us and to go on the way that we have so far since all this has gone on has nothing to do with any of that stuff. So, you know, to me, Rick Pigeon coming on down here was a friend of mine and has always been a great friend of Dale Jr. That was a little uncalled for, and it's not all about him all the time. So he'll know what I mean by that.
It was a strong run tonight. Chris?
Thanks very much, Dick Berggren, with Jeff Hammond. Where is the line? And you heard him address it. He could have done this. Junior could have done that. Whether, of course, it wasn't intentional, but a code of conduct, the boundaries in that situation.
Well, I think that right now we talked about that, and we looked at it, the fact that Dale Jr. could have moved up a little bit. The Kyle Busch could have maybe backed off, cut it a little bit deeper. But, guys, you're going for the end of the race. You're trying to win a race. And whenever he said, like, the 11 car was a class of the field, when he had his problem, the door swung wide open for whoever could go through it. It looked like it was going to be Dale Jr. That's what good, hard racing, that's what short track racing really breeds. We've seen it time and time again.
And we appreciate Kyle talking to us. And, you know, you wonder if Junior were in that situation, the opposite where Kyle Busch, would he have done that? Actually, let's check in with Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Krista is standing by.
Well, in the matter of one turn of one lap, Dale Jr.'s feelings had to go from what was probably elation to deflation. Dale Jr., was that a fair racing move, or does Kyle Busch need some extra security leaving Richmond tonight?
Whether it's fair or not, he's going to need some security from all of us. But, you know, I haven't seen the replay. Tony Jr. said he looked like Kyle got loose underneath me, and that happens. I was trying to, I wasn't good on the bottom, so I moved up to the top to run as good as I could up there, and he'd been running the bottom, so I figured we'd race it out. And he got a great run around 1 and 2 and nearly caught by me, but he gave me room on the outside off of 2, so I wouldn't say that was intentional going into 3, because if he wanted to, he could have just run me in the fence off 2. But we'd been racing each other earlier and had no problem, so I think I've done that before if that's what happened, if he got loose underneath me. But you know, the worst part about it is just I've been priding myself on running good all year, and I was in position for a win, and I ran hard and got wrecked. And I had a top 3 car, should finish in the top 3. So I was going for the win. Just ended up on the hook today, so just disappointed.
One thing's for sure, he's going to go to Darlington next week, hungrier than ever.
Wow, even if you're not a Junior fan, you can feel the pain and the streak of now 72 races and 2 years and counting. These are the unofficial results. Clint Boyer leading just 13 laps, but the most important as we go through the rest of the list here. Jeff Burton, who came in as the points leader, loses the points leader.
But the key thing right now is back in 24th, the 11 car of Denny Hamlin, Chris, had the field covered.
What caused the tire problem?
I don't know. I'd really like to know what happened to him. I really would. But it eventually, cost him. And, maybe we can find out. Maybe somebody caught up with him. We could get an explanation.
381 laps led by the hometown Denny Hamlin, Virginian, and Matt Yoakum did catch up with him moments ago.
Denny Hamlin led 381 laps tonight, and Mike Ford walked up. And the only thing you could say, unbelievable, just how tough to put into words what this disappointment means tonight here at your home track.
It's tough to say. I mean, you can't whine about it. It just wasn't meant to be. God didn't want me to win today, and there's a better time for us to win, evidently, and today's just not our day.
Thank you, Denny.
Thanks.
So he had a nice little run of moving up on the points list. Currently, Denny Hamlin is 6th. Kyle Busch takes over the lead from Jeff Burton. And you see Dale Earnhardt Jr., who ran so well and thought he had victory in his hands, currently 3rd.
Again, you see that Clint Boyer had an opportunity to move up in points by this win today, but Dale Jr. continues to have a solid year going for Hendrick Motorsports in his new ride in that 88 car.
We are 16 races away from the chase for the Sprint Cup Championship. Casey Kane moves into the top 12. Jeff Gordon with Tony Stewart, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Headliners still without a win. Next Saturday, NASCAR on Fox to Darlington, South Carolina. Gordon held off Denny Hamlin and Jimmy Johnson to win it last year. What'll happen this time? We hope you tune in and find out. So Clint Boyer, 28 years old, from Emporia, Kansas, after we saw the hometown hero Denny Hamlin falter and the Greek tragedy finish of Dale Earnhardt Jr., it was Clint in victory lane.